Good afternoon, students. In the last class, we have seen development of financial system in India, and under that, how the financial system was there pre-independence era, how there was a mess, and slowly how the Indian government has become serious about the improvement of sound financial system to be established. Under that, the first step, nationalization of financial institutions we have completed, establishment of Unit Trust of India in 1964. This is also over. Today we are going to deal with very important step, establishment of development banks in India. Under that, first thing, many development banks have been established by the Indian government, and the purpose is not only to extend credit facilities to financial institutions, but also to render advisory services, to the industries. Now, these development banks have been called as multi-purpose institutions. Why these banks have been called as multi-purpose institutions? We'll see why and how. So, the purpose is, first of all, long and medium term credit should be made available to industries. Second, to discover investment projects. Not only to discover, but to take up प्रिपरेशन ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट बनाना पड़ता, उसके बगैर लोन्स नहीं मिलते. तो बैंक्स अंडरटेक प्रिपरेशन ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट्स. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, टेक्निकल एडवाइस इज गिवन बाय दीज बैंक्स. Not only that, managerial advice is given by this bank. Like that, the whole industry's management can be undertaken by this bank. That is why they are known as multi-purpose institutions. Then one more thing, these banks, the intention is to develop backward areas or regions, as well as to develop small and new enterprises or entrepreneurs who want to come up. Now, this is about the background of development banks. Next to that, we will see here in 1948. In 1948, Industrial Finance Corporation of India was established with the main objective of making long and medium term credit available to industries in India. But especially where the Industrial Finance Corporation wants to assist is, first of all, where the banking accommodation is not properly available, and also capital issue process is impracticable. In these areas, they want to help. Next, apart from Industrial Finance Corporation, this is at the central level. Now we'll see at the state level. At the regional level, state finance corporations were established under the State Finance Act 1951. The purpose of this is of providing medium and long term credit to small and medium industries. So here, the state finance corporations were established at the state levels for providing long term and medium term credit to small and medium industries. Now, next to that, we'll see in the same year 1951, another development bank established is Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India, ICICI. Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India, established in 1951. Now, the purpose is to develop, the main objective behind establishment of this is develop large and medium industries in the private sector. Large and medium industries in the private sector on the initiative taken by the World Bank. World Bank has taken the initiative, that's why government has established ICICI. Now, the unique feature of this ICICI is they have adopted a dynamic and modern approach in financing the industries. Next to that, in 1958, the Government of India has established or set up Refinancing Corporation of India. Refinancing Corporation means they want to give finance to they want so in 1958 Government of India set up Refinancing Corporation of India. Now the job of this RCI, Refinancing Corporation of India, is to refinance banks who have been granting loans and advances to the industries. Small and medium term loans granted by them to facilitate those banks. This Refinancing Corporation of India established, and later on it merged into IDBI. Now we see Industrial Development Bank of India, IDBI, established on 1st July 1964. Now, how it has been established? It has been established as a subsidiary of Reserve Bank of India. Then what happened? In February, on 16th February 1976, the ownership was taken over by Central Bank of IDBI. Now, at present, IDBI acts as an apex financial institution in the area of development banking, and because it is the apex means supreme financial institution, it has to coordinate the activities of other financial institutions. Now this is again, IDBI is at the central level, so at the state level, to develop the state level, State Industrial Development Corporation, State Industrial Development Corporation or State Industrial Investment Corporations were created by the state governments to meet the financial requirements at the state level and to develop the rural areas. Now, after that, now we see in the year 1971, IDBI and Life Insurance Corporation of India together jointly have set up Industrial Reconstruction Corporation of India. Why this institution has been set up? The Industrial Reconstruction Corporation of India set up because they want to reconstruct and rehabilitate sick industrial units. Those industries which are not performing well or they are incurring losses year after year, to reconstruct those sick units, this particular organization has been set up. Now, what happened then? In 1995, it converted into a statutory establishment. Statutory means compulsory establishment, and it has been renamed as Industrial Reconstruction Bank of India. Instead of corporation, they have inserted Bank of India. Now, what happened in 1997? The Industrial Reconstruction Bank of India has incurred many losses, or it itself needed a reconstruction. So, now at present it has been converted into a limited company, and the new name given to it as Industrial Investment Bank of India, and the objective has also changed. Now the objective is to only to finance expansion, diversion, diversification, modernization, etc. of industries, and that is how it has become now the development bank. Now lastly, we will talk about state name, small. We will call it as small Industrial Development Bank of India, or we can call it as SIDB. Small Industrial Development Bank of India, set up as a whole subsidiary of IDBI, and it started its operations, commenced on 2nd April 1990. Here it has taken up the SIDBI has taken up the responsibility of administrating Small Industrial Development Fund as well as administrating National Equity Fund. This has been the responsibility taken over by SIDBI. So with this we have finished the development banks, establishment of development banks, third heading under the development of financial systems in India.